finally, to honor the late Gene Autry. Gene Autry's contributions have made a lasting impression on both the sports and entertainment industries as America's favorite singing cowboy and one of the great pioneers behind Angels' Major League Baseball team. As such, it is a fitting honor to honor him with a star on the Anaheim Orange County Walk of Stars. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Anaheim, Mayor Kurt Pringle.
Thank you very much, Bob. I want to make sure you all know that's Bob Alexander, and he oversees the Anaheim Orange County Walk of Stars. And it is a great pleasure for all of us to be here today and paying tribute to Gene Autry and welcoming Jackie Autry to our community again, as she so often is here in this very fitting and proper tribute. Not many tributes could top a street being named after you, as Anaheim has Gene Autry Way, a very prominent entry point to Anaheim Stadium. But here on the Anaheim Orange County Walk of Stars, we also want to pay tribute to all of those key visionaries that really established Anaheim as who it is today. And that is why we are so very excited to be able to pay tribute to Gene Autry. You know, many see the inclusion of Angel Baseball here in Anaheim as a very important point, possibly to baseball or possibly to sports in Anaheim. But for me and the City Council and for countless members of our community, we know it is the visionary thought of Walt Disney and Gene Autry who looked to expand into Orange County at the time, much smaller and less significant to its northern neighbor. They were the visionaries that made that step to really realize the expansion and growth not only of Anaheim but of Orange County today. And that really is the foundation of today's tribute, to know and understand that it took guts and commitment, it took individuals to step forward, and Gene Autry certainly was one of those key individuals that did that and took a risk to move into Anaheim and really allow us to establish Anaheim as to what it is today.
In baseball, you have a tradition when you lose somebody close to the organization that club, either that year or the following year, generally wears a patch honoring that individual. And we lost two gentlemen, Mr. Autry and Jimmy Reese, and wore commemorative patches accordingly. Prior to the playoffs of 2002, we asked Tim Salmon if he would place those patches and take them out to the field and let Mr. Autry and Jimmy have their World Series or their postseason and hopefully their World Series. Do it at least once in October. Tim not only obliged that request, but he had the patch for Mr. Autry and Jimmy in his pocket through each round of the playoffs and ultimately the 7th game of the World Series. In our minds, we'll always be grateful for Tim's gesture, but we will always feel that Mr. Autry ultimately got his World Series and was on the field to celebrate it, not just in the suite with Jackie to enjoy it. So it was a special time. Tim pulled those patches out, and they're now in Cooperstown.
I am very honored and pleased today to be here on behalf of my husband. And the fact that Walt Disney's star is so close to Gene is also very important to me, because Walt at one time owned a portion of the Angels. He believed in Anaheim. He convinced Gene Autry to come to Anaheim. And I know that a lot of political people contacted Gene with regard to coming down here, but it was actually Walt Disney that was the final selling tool to get him down here to Anaheim. I don't think Anaheim would look like it does today. It would certainly not have the charm and personality it has today without Walt Disney. Walt Disney Park here that we're located in, and also the California Angels. So I want to thank you for this star on behalf of Gene, and I thank you all very much for coming on his behalf. Thank you. I'm very honored to receive the star on behalf of my husband, Gene Autry. It's very deserving since Gene Autry was a pioneer in his spirit about coming to Anaheim. It was a big break away from where he thought maybe he should have stayed, which was Los Angeles, but Anaheim was a major opportunity for him to come down here. And even though there was nothing more than a cornfield when he came down here where the stadium is currently located, he felt that between the Walt Disney Company and himself, they could maybe set Anaheim on the map.
He loved the game of baseball. I think like breathing air, he loved the game that much. He lived probably 5-6 lifetimes and things he accomplished, awards and honors, the travel, but his ultimate dream was to win a World Series and get to know the players. I think he was at his happiest when he was having a conversation with Stan Musial or Ted Williams. He loved to laugh. He loved to sit and listen to stories, and I think that was absolutely a very special part of him. I think that he traveled without an entourage. He cared about you. He cared about his employees. He cared about you as an individual.
Well, we established the Anaheim Orange County Walk of Stars really to pay tribute to those leaders of our community who contributed so much to get our community in Orange County to the position it is today. And certainly Gene Autry ranks right at the top among them. We were able to pay tribute to Carl Karcher and Walt Disney earlier. And really, if you think about Angel Baseball, the recognition of Orange County as a sports destination and Anaheim as a municipality as it is today, a lot of that credit is owed that early risk that Gene Autry took to come to Anaheim and establish his team here in 1966. So it is a wonderful opportunity for us to pay tribute to that forward thinking that Gene Autry had.